everyone. Welcome to episode 40 of Knifty Knitting Ninja Podcast. I am your host, Abigail Wright, and it's been a while. I've disappeared for a little bit, but I'm back. I'm here, so we're gonna get this episode started. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for checking me out. It's very much appreciated. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back, even though it has been a while. And by the way, my messy bun, I know that it's crooked. I can't say that I care this one. Crazy hair, lazy hair. That's what I say. I didn't want to take the time to mess with it, so it's crazy. It is what it is. I don't look great today, and I've been trying to get over a little bit of a cold, so if there's any coughing, I am so sorry. I don't know how to edit that out, so I'll try not to cough. Sorry, but that's why I don't look great. Today I look very tired and sickly a little bit. But that's not why you're here. You're here for knitting content because this is a knitting crafting podcast. So, today is November 7th, 2017. It's about 9:17 a.m. and the light is coming across as a little bit blue because it's very gray and cold and damp outside. And it's going to be this way for the next couple days, so the lighting isn't great, and I apologize, but I thought while I had a little bit of time before I go to work today, I would record, so it is what it is. Not the best quality, sorry, but at least you get to see me, right? And I get to see you. Well, not see you, but you can see me. So today I have some FOs, some WIPs, a little bit of spinning, and I have not a little bit of a shop update, but a little bit of a shop reminder. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with FOs, and I don't usually do this, but I want to this time because I have quite a few. Let's see. I'm going to start off with my most recent and smallest FO. I finished these socks, and on my Reverly page they're called the sea monkey socks. Sea monkeys are little shrimp that you can buy and grow. That seems really inhumane, but yeah. These are my sea monkey socks, and I'll tell you why I named them that here in a second, but we're gonna... Sparkle's very hard to capture on camera, and we're gonna try to capture some of the sparkle. Because these are very sparkly. Very sparkly. So, I don't know how well you guys can see that sparkle. But, this is the No Pearl Monkeys by Cookie A. It is, I believe it's a paid for pattern on Ravelry, but if you go over to knitty.com and search monkey, it's free. And it's not called No Pearl Monkey, it's just called Monkey. But I took the pearl bumps out because I really don't like that in the sock. So, that's what I did, and the main yarn here is Marine Biologist, and it's Yarn Geek fibers in their sparkle base. Gorgeous. And then for the heels and toes, I just use a little bit of Show Me Yarns. This is their honeycomb colorway in their boot heel base, which is a 75-25. And yeah, I think that they turned out just wonderful, and I love them so much. I haven't worn them yet. It's taken great restraint not to, but I wanted to show them before I wore them. So we'll give one last close-up shot. And again, these are very sparkly, but it's just not going to show up on camera. So those are done. I finished those Sunday. So on the 5th, I finished those. They were on the needles for way too long. So I also finished another pair of socks, but those are for my wonderful other half, and seeing as how him and his sister watches some of my podcasts, I really don't want to take that chance of him seeing them before I gift them. So, but another pair of socks did get done. I'm just not going to show them. The other thing that got done. This is my mystery knit-along that I've been knitting with my local group from my LYS Fleeces to Pieces. I can't even get it all in frame, it's so huge. But yeah, it was an interesting knit. I'm not sure of the shape. I'm not sure how to wear this thing. As you could tell, all the ends aren't woven in. I'm kind of putting it off. I'll probably weave those in here after I do this podcast. But this is Malabrigo Rios in Rockpool. And the green is Malabrigo Rios in I forgot the colorway. I am so bad. Shoot. I'm so bad. I forgot the green colorway. I don't have the tag over here, and I'm not gonna go up and get it. But this pink little strip right here is Malabrigo Rios and Cactus Flower. I am so sorry, guys, for anybody listening on earbuds. So sorry. That just came out of nowhere. This right here is Malabrigo Rios in I'm not sure. Sorry. But this blue here at the top, this tonal blue, that really makes the gold pop. This is the Psychedelic Sheep Yarns, which is my yarn company. So this is my yarn in the DK base. And I haven't named it yet, but I am considering naming it Sapphire Fire. So I think that's what I'm gonna name it. It's Sapphire Fire. I just dyed up a random skein for me. But yeah, here's the whole thing. Like I said, not sure how to wear this because it is a little bit of a odd shape. I'll figure it out. It needs a good wash and block. Obviously, it hasn't been blocked yet. So yeah, I'll take it to knit group Thursday night, and I'll see what everybody thinks after I weave it in. It probably won't be blocked by then, but the ends will be woven in. I can always block it later, you know. Who cares? It's just for me. So that is my second finished object. That was a big one, as you can see. Sorry about that. My phone was ringing and it was my dad, so I couldn't really not take that call. Sorry. We were just talking about when Mom and I can get together to go out and do some girl stuff because my mom works mornings, I work nights. We live in the same house, never get to see each other. So I'm trying to have an impromptu mom date. Anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about. Finished objects, I just showed the shawl. Before I show my gigantic finished object, I'm going to show this. This was a work in progress last time I showed you guys. It's done. It's finished, and I did get it finished in time for Solidarity. Unfortunately, it was too warm to wear it, so I didn't get to wear it. But, yeah. It's done, and I love it, and it's this gorgeous deep purple. This is interlacements yarn. And it's just so light, and the drape is just beautiful. It's just as beautiful as drape. The buttons that I wanted to put on it, I didn't have enough, and they were discontinued. So, if it'll focus. doesn't like my face. There we go. I had to put these buttons on it. These clear plastic glitter buttons. Which is fine. Don't really like it. Because I was a little crunched on yarn, I was trying to get out of one ball, which was a 1100 yard ball. I think I made one size too small, and so the button bands, I can only like do a couple buttons right there. But you know, it's fine. It fits fine otherwise. I really love this. I don't know how to really show this to you guys, but really love this patterning on the sleeves. And it's got the same kind of leafy pattern on the pockets. And it's just, it's a good fall sweater. It's a sweater that I will definitely wear. But it's done, it's blocked, it's finished. All the ends are woven in. So happy. So, that is a finished object. I have more finished objects than I do WIPs right now, I think. This is my major finished object. I've been working on a blanket for my niece for about a year now, and I really wanted to get it done because her first birthday is coming up at the end of this month, actually. So I finished this with a month to spare, which is great. It's amazing. So I didn't think I was gonna get it done in time, and I will admit that I stopped a little short. I was gonna make it throw size, which is 52 by 42 inches. No, 52 by 60 inches. But I stopped at 42 inches and made it taller size because, you know, I kind of looked at it. I was getting really sick of working on it. Like, I had a carrot dangling, but, which is my gorgeous sock blank over there. I promised myself that if I got all these big projects finished, then I could cast on socks with that. Anyway, even with that, it was getting really hard to push myself to work on it. And I thought, you know what? It's big enough now to where she can kind of play on it as a baby or use it as a crib blanket or, but when she gets older, she can actually turn it sideways because it's wider than more than it is long. She could turn it sideways and it's actually big enough to be a adult-sized lap blanket. So, she can use it for years to come. But here it is, and I don't know if I'm going to get it all in frame. I know I'm not. And all that I did is I just did, I can't really see that. I did this shell stitch around the edging, and I didn't follow a pattern or anything. I just kind of made it up. 6 double crochets in the same one, skip 2 stitches, single crochet, skip 2 stitches, 6 double crochet in the same hole. That's all that I did. So I kind of made it up. But before that, I did 2 rounds of single crochet in this color, and this color is actually a mixture of the blue and green in this blanket. So I thought that tied it together nicely. Let me try to. So here's the top. It ended with green. Hold up. So yeah, it's quite big. It's quite large for such a little tiny girl. But she won't be tiny forever, will she? This is the granny stripe pattern. And I did it in stripes. As you can see, I did 5 rows of each color, and I just did a sequence: green, blue, pink, green, blue, pink. So it's that's all that I did, and it turned out fantastic. I think that it looks lovely, and I can't wait to gift it to her at the end of this month for her first birthday. I'm gonna fold it back up real quick because it's huge. It is quite warm though, so you know, might just, no, I'm not going to. I was gonna leave it on my lap because it is warm and it's rainy and cool here today. So, that's it for finished objects. All huge finished objects. I have one more giant project, and then I'll have all small ones, and I'm so happy. I'm really getting tired of working on humongous things. Not that I mind. I mean, they're gorgeous and stunning when they're done, but like, they're huge and take 1,000,000 yards of yarn and 1,000,000 hours of time, and I just want something simple and quick. So we're gonna move right along into WIPs, and my first WIP that I'm gonna show you is, I've been working on this for a while, or I've been planning to work on it for a while. Mom's sweater. This is an Ambrosia sweater by Goodwin Johnson, and I had made me one actually, and it's in this pea green. It's not exactly a pea green, it's a little brighter, but it's a green. I made myself one, and it turned out great. And so, since I hate knitting sleeves so much, I'm not sure why, I just hate knitting sleeves. I think if you're a knitter, you can sympathize with me on that. But, since I knew I wouldn't want to knit the sleeves after I knit the body, because the body's a lot of knitting, I knit the sleeves first, so that I wouldn't have to later. So, both the sleeves got knit first, and then I knit the body. Let me turn around, hold on. And this is the 43-inch chest size. My mom wanted a little bit of positive ease, so she chose the size bigger than what she needed. It's fantastic, guys. Look at this. It's fantastic, fantastic. And yes, that is a DP and holding my stitches, because I only have so many stitch holders, guys. I need to go graph those so that that's not dangling around. So the stitch patterning here, the honeycomb stitch patterning, is a little different. It's supposed to, all these loose floats that you see like this, it's supposed to be that for like here too, but you notice that this is not. Sorry, fluff in my mouth. But it actually is contained by a couple of yarn floats. And the reason why that is because somebody was sick and wasn't thinking right, and when it said, and I'm not giving any secret sauce of the pattern away, but it says slip one with yarn in front. And I thought, oh, that's the front side, so I'll just hold it in the back so that it shows up on the front. No, I meant hold it in front, the front that is facing you. So, after I did that, and I was in about 6 rows, I realized what I did, and I'm like, oh man. But then I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to rip it back, it'll just be a design element, it'll be fine. Excuse me. Don't know what that's about. But all the while knitting it, I'm like, no, I don't really like it. Maybe I should just rip back. But I didn't, and you know what? I really like it. It makes it a little more pronounced, a little more sophisticated. And I really, really like it. So, design element. I did it my own way. Design element. So yeah, that's that. It's the only thing that needs to be finished is obviously that's not it. Obviously the arms still need to be grafted. I need to pick up and knit a hood around the collar, and then all around the front bands and the hood I need to knit a garter band and put buttonholes in it so that we could put buttons in it. On it. Not in it. But on it. So the buttons, the way they have it in the pattern is supposed to go right here through this pattern part, and the rest is supposed to be like open. Well, my mom doesn't want that, and on my sweater I actually modified it on my sweater for the buttons to go all the way down. So I think I'm gonna kind of take the modification and the button placement from my sweater and put it on Mom's sweater. And she'll have buttons going all the way down as well. So that's that. And this is knit in Knit Picks Brava Bulky, I believe that is. I actually have a yarn label. Yep, Knit Picks Brava Bulky. And this is in the colorway Denim. She wanted blue. And I'm a horrible daughter. I ordered this sweater's quantity like 3 years ago, and I'm just now knitting her sweater because I knit mine first. I'm a horrible daughter. But but yeah, it's close to being done. I'm kind of zooming on it. I might work on this a little bit after I get done podcasting. We will see. But yeah, it's fabulous. After I bound the neckline off the other day, I had her try it on. It fits perfect, and oh, it's so wonderful. My mom is so thrilled with it. She says she's going to wear it everywhere she goes, and she's going to brag on it to people. So I'm glad that she loves it. I love it. It's a big project, but it goes quick because it's bulky yarn, and I love it, but I'll be so glad when I'm done with yet another giant project. So actually, that's going to go over here. So, that is one of my WIPs. The second of my WIPs. And he doesn't know what his socks look like, so I think I can show these and be okay. It might give him a little bit of an idea, but these are the very beginnings of, look at that guy, look how tiny it is, it's so cute. This is the very beginnings of a newborn baby sock. Guys, it's so cute, like, it's so adorable, it's so tiny. And by the way, I just want to put this disclaimer out here right now. No, I'm not pregnant. Just want to put that out there. But what I'm doing, because there's plans in the making, and that's all I'm gonna say. But there's plans for me to spend the rest of my life with my very special other half, in a very timely manner. So, future planning here. So I've decided every pair of socks that I make for myself and every pair of socks that I make for my boyfriend, I'm going to make a baby pair to go with the big pair, so that future planning, when we might have kids, our kids will have matching socks to us. And it's so fun because, you know, out of our socks, I usually always have leftovers from knitting our socks, so I use the leftovers to knit little itty bitties. So that's that, being worked on a US 1.5, and yeah, just from some leftovers. So that's fun. I'm gonna have so much fun making all the baby stuff, because you know what? There's nothing wrong with future planning at all, and when you don't have your own babies and your own children at the moment, and you're just like, oh, I really want to knit baby stuff, but what am I going to do with it? You stockpile it back for future planning. That's what you do, because it's adorable. So, and I just started that yesterday, and the leg's almost done, so it's so quick, so very quick. This next WIP is going to be my Cozy Memories blanket, and I haven't shown this in a while, so I thought that I would. I've added quite a few new squares. It's at 41 squares right now. When I put the next square on, then my blanket will be the answer to life, the universe, and everything, because it'll have 42 squares. Dork, geek, whatever. I know, I don't care. But yeah, I thought that I'd show this because I haven't shown this in a little bit, and there are quite a few new squares. So I recently gotten the bug to put on some new squares lately, and I have. So this is the beginning. I'm trying to show this as best as I can. It's still relatively small, but who cares? I'm working on it. I put 3 squares on in the last day, so I've gone hog wild and crazy, okay? But I just want to talk a little bit about the new squares that I've put on recently, if I can find them. This one's a new one. This is Leading Man Fiber Arts in their New Day colorway. I got a set of their minis, and each one's going into my blanket. That one, no, that one's not a new one. This one's a new one. This is just a Lion Brand bonbon. It's cotton. Yes, I'm mixing fibers. Who cares? They're all the same weight. This one is another Leading Man Fiber Arts. This is their neon pencil. Oh, and their yarn is so soft. But something I noticed about their sock yarn, I believe it's their showcase base. It's a little thin, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. So next to this one is Fright Night by Leading Man Fiber Arts. You see a trend here. And I gotta show you the back of this one. Look at that ridge. Look at that. I love it. And this one's also a new one. This one is one of, this is a psychedelic sheep yarn. This, which is my yarn company, and this is Pumpkin Patch colorway. This one's also a new one, and this is also the psychedelic sheep yarns. It's getting blown out a little bit. I'm sorry, but if you guys can see those colors right here, this is my fall foliage colorway. This one is also a new one. This is just a random indie dyed mini, and I'm not sure where it came from. It got sent to me. And this is Midway by Show Me Yarn. This is just some gray commercial sock yarn that I had. Yeah, I think that's all the new ones on that end. I'm trying to square it out a little bit before I add any squares height-wise. I couldn't help myself though. It's like I was having a bad day and I had a color sequence I wanted to go in, and you know what? I do what I want. It's my blanket. I do what I want. There's no rules. This one is also a psychedelic sheep yarn, and this is part of my Rainy Rainbow set, because one set didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it, and okay, call me selfish, but you know what? It's my yarn. I do what I want. I deemed it not appropriate for the public. Really, I love rainbows, and I just wanted a set for myself, okay? But this is part of my Rainy Rainbow set, and each color, this was supposed to be red, it turned out kind of pink. They are all dyed gray, and then they're speckled with the different rainbow colors. There's pink, purple, blue, green, and yellow in the sequence. So, oh guys, I'm not bragging or anything, but I kind of am. So look at those speckles. Look at that speckling. Ah! Love it. Love it so much. So, and you know what? If you hand dye yarn, why don't you use it? Why don't you knit with your own yarn? I think that's kind of silly. yeah, if you take yarn for yourself out of your business, it does kind of, it takes away from the profit of what you could be putting in the shop. But you know what? The way that I see it is, if you like indie darn, if you like indie dyed yarn and you're gonna buy it anyway, you pay about the same amount that it takes to dye up your own custom colorway in skeins. So if I didn't take it for myself and lose that money, then I probably would have lost the money in dyeing a different, not dyeing, I probably would have lost that money by buying a skein of hand-dyed yarn from a different indie dyer. So, you know, it's not paying myself, but I'm not spending up money elsewhere, if that makes sense. And it's lovely, and it's so exciting to work with your own yarn. I really like doing that. But yeah, it's growing a little bit. I still have a lot to go. And because of certain timelines of things, I know I'm being very vague. Sorry. You'll get more information as time goes on. But because of the timeline of things, I've figured that I have about a year to get this up to queen or king bed size. So I think I can do it if I work hard enough at it. Because I have goals. I have goals for this blanket. Oh yeah. And then I might just start another one because, you know, I love it. Whenever I feel like it, I could just pop square in. It's garter stitch. It's mindless. Love it. So that's that. That's it for WIPs. And I'm just gonna put this back in the bag here. This is in my Paris bag that I sewed. My Paris project bag. It's got gray and mint polka dots. And it's got my button on it that I got from Fiber U. It says only to good dye yarn. Love it. And I put that on this bag because it's got my hand-dyed minis in it. But speaking of WIPs, and I just want to mention this before I go on to the next segment real quick. Speaking of WIPs, guys, I don't know why, but I'm on a serious WIP down. Like, besides the few new objects that I cast on, like, I am on a serious WIP down. I'm not sure why. I just feel like there are way too many things on the needles and I need to finish them and get them off, and I do want to finish them. So WIP, I'm whipping it. I'm whipping it real good. That was kind of weird, but guys, I'm weird anyhow. You should be used to it by now. Anyways, but yeah, I'm whipping it real good. And I've been on a whip down to finish things. I made a whole bunch of random socks when I was on a sock kick, just like picking random skeins. And I only made one sock. So now I'm going back down through the line of my mismatched socks and I'm making mates to them. So I'm not casting on any new pairs, but I'm going back down the line of my mismatched socks and I'm making all the mates to them. So all my sock pairs are going to be finished hopefully soon. I've got some gifting plans, so I need to get busy on that. And yeah, everything, like, I'm just really into finishing stuff right now. Especially those big projects. I really want to finish those because those are taking forever and I'm kind of done with them right now. Anyways, moving on. I usually don't have spinning in my podcast, but I don't know why. Over the last couple of days, the spinning bug has kind of bit me, and I even want to spin today, and I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know why I'm getting into spinning. Not that that's a bad thing, but like, knitting is my first love, and I go hog wild on knitting, and it's like, yeah, I kind of want to spin, but it'll take away from knitting, so I just end up knitting instead of spinning. But spinning won the other day. It went out. So this is, and it's upside down. This is my small Turkish spindle by Daisy Knits. I picked it up at Fiber U, and this is my second one that I got from her. So this is my little Turkish spindle, And let's see if I can block my face so that it'll focus better. If you can see that yellow and pink fiber on there. This is also fiber dyed by Daisy Knits. Focus. And I've just been spinning it. I'm spinning it to be about stock weight, and I'll probably play it together on itself. But I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see this. It's spinning up really nicely. Cover my face. Hello. I don't know how to... There we go. There it's focusing. It didn't like my face. I don't like it some days either, but yeah, there it is. So, spinning up really, really pretty. As you can see, you can kind of see the beginnings of it on this side. It's yellows and pinks. I am doing a little bit of yarn management. The fiber is bright, bright pink and bright, bright yellow with spots of bare, like white in it. So that kind of tames down the brightness a little bit. But I've been doing a little bit of color management. I've been fractional spinning it, where I split it in half, and then I split one of the halves into halves, and then I split that half into half. So I'm splitting it into fourths, basically. And from those fourths, I pre-draft all my fiber out, and I see which strips of fiber are closest to the last strip of fiber, so that's kind of how I spin them. I try to keep the colors together so that I get really long repeats of them. So that's kind of how I'm doing it, and even though I am not chain plying it, I'm doing a 2-ply, and I've already spun up a little sample, so that's how I know this. Even though I'm doing a 2-ply, the colors seem to be staying together pretty well. I take the turtle off the spindle, and it's already a center pull bow basically, so I just leave it like that. And then I take the opposite ends of the single and I ply it together on the long. These are the short arms, and I've got long arms to go on it, so I ply it together on the long arms, and that actually keeps the color repeats together pretty well. So I'm really, really happy with this spin. It's not just white. I mean, just white is great, like that alpaca that I spun, but the colors are so much fun to spin. And that's that. So like I said, I don't ever have spinning content in my podcast, but I've been bitten by the bug, so I thought that I'd share a little bit of that with you. That's it, guys. That's it for craftiness. I'm gonna do a little bit of a shop reminder, and so yeah, we're gonna move into that. Anybody who doesn't want to stick around and see this, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. But if you've lasted this long and you want to endure till the end, thank you for staying, and I hope you like what you see. So this game, this little bit of beautifulness here. This is my pumpkin spice latte colorway, and I love it so, so, so much. And this one is actually getting ready to be packed up and shipped out today, so thank you, Nicole. That will be on its way to you here pretty soon. Also, my other fall colorways, which if nobody purchases them by, I'm gonna say Thanksgiving, they're coming down. They're coming out of the shop because they are seasonal colorways. So I have Pumpkin Patch, and I love it. It looks like a pumpkin with this brown coming out of the top. That's the stem, and here's the vine, and the rest is pumpkin. Love it. Looks like a pumpkin. But and it's getting blown out a little bit. But this is on my MCN base. This is my Groovy base. It's an 80-10-10. And this is Pumpkin Patch. These are all up in the shop. And this is Pumpkin Patch on my Gnarly base, which is my 80/20. And yes, this, I have one skein left. This one has a little less red in it, but this is Fall Foliage in the shop. This one will also be coming down if it doesn't get bought by Thanksgiving. Also, I have all my other colorways in the shop, which this one should have probably been taken down because it's a little bit more like a spring-summer colorway, but I love it so much I didn't. This is Awesome Apple Blossom. And this is available as a pre-order. I have 10 slots for those. Nobody wants it so far, so may just, if nobody wants it by Thanksgiving, I might take it down and just add it to personal stash. Wouldn't that be horrible? I have Wisdom, which was actually dyed up in honor of my great-grandmother because she was such an amazing influence in my life, and she's the one who got me started crafting, so I wanted to dye a special colorway after her. Her favorite colors were lavender and pink. So this colorway is purple lavender with speckles of pink. And this is my Wisdom colorway. And all the recent ones that I show you, they're all on my Gnarly base. I'm sorry, I should have brought someone a drink. My throat just got a little gravelly. And I have two skeins. You could tell that one is slightly less saturated than the other, but they were dyed the same way. And these are reskeined, also on my Gnarly base. This is Vintage Sunset. So if you alternate skeins here, there's probably enough for a shawl or a small, like, child sweater. I'm convinced I need a sweater's quantity of this so I can make myself a sweater. I might just do that. Show the last of my Gnarly base. This is the last one of Gnarly that I have in the shop right now. This is Sonic Boom. And it's got these really fun speckles. It's got chartreusey green, and it's got a couple different, it's got like some turquoise and some sapphire blue speckles in there. You can see it better on this end. But yeah, that's a really fun speckly colorway on my Gnarly base. This is Sonic Boom. And this on my Groovy base, which is my 80/10/10 merino cashmere nylon. And this is Sonic Boom on Groovy. It's a little more muted because that's just how the base takes it. I have, oh, I'm sorry, I lied. That wasn't the last of my Gnarly base. This is the last of my Gnarly base in the shop. This is Galaxy. And it's got all of these fun blues. It's getting a little bit blown out, but it's got all these fun different blues and greens and aquas, and it's very, very fun. This would make a nice man scarf, I think. Or man socks. This is Jonah on my Far Out base, which is my DK. And it's just all different blues. You've got some teal, you've got some navy blue, you've got royal blue, sapphire blue. It's just, it's wonderful. And it's getting blown out just a little bit too. Hold it back here. But yeah, this is Jonah. This one is a little bit different variety of blues. It's still all blues, but it's a little bit lighter. It's just all a different variety of blues. And this one's Neptune. Some bear skeins. Then I have a couple mini skein sets, and these are not in the right order. Give me just a second. I'm so disorganized. Sorry. Dropping minis. This is, and I don't have a specific name for it, it's just a set of 5 minis. There is some really fun, bright, it's getting blown out, let me hold it back here, bright Kelly green, some really, really bright yellow, black, bright turquoise blue, and bright pink. So it's all neons. But I'm so disorganized. They are all on Stardust too. All these little minis right here. And you can actually see the sparkle quite well. Are on my Stardust base, which is my Stellina base. It's 75-15-5. No, I lied. 75-25, I think. Merino nylon Stellina. So yeah, that's on my Stardust base. And I have these, but I haven't listed them yet. I'm kind of waiting to do a really big shop update. And I can't decide if I'm going to list these or if they're going to be used for a little bit of a giveaway. That might be fun. I might use them for a giveaway. This is my Rainy Rainbows. Can you see a trend here? I love rainbows. These are my Rainy Rainbow sets. That's kind of what I showed you in the blanket, although these are the best of the batch. So you have this pink Rainy Rainbow, and they all have a gray under base with speckles of color. This is my purple Rainy Rainbow. It's gray with purple speckles. Turquoise Rainy Rainbow. Green Rainy Rainbow. Ooh, you can see the gray in that really good. And then there's yellow Rainy Rainbow. But yeah, this is all in my Rainy Rainbow set. And yeah, I think instead of putting these up in the shop, I might just do a giveaway. If I do a giveaway, it will be, I think I'm gonna do it on Facebook and Instagram, I think. Yeah. Might do it on Facebook and Instagram and then kind of use random name generator. I know a lot of people use a random number generator, but I'm going to use a random name generator and take names from whoever entered in both groups and kind of pick one winner out of both social media platforms. Yeah. So pretty. So pretty. But that's about all that I have. And I know that this episode is kind of long-winded. It's been a while since I've seen you guys, and I've just had a lot of stuff to show and a lot of stuff to say, and you guys can deal with my crazy lazy hair. And I'm gonna try to get a little bit of crafting done. I'm gonna go eat something and just in general try to get some things done before I go to work later today. Yeah, I close the store, so I work late today, I work late tomorrow, then I gotta turn around and get up super early to go to work on Thursday. Thursday night I'm going to knit group, and then Friday I am driving an hour and a half away to meet my boyfriend so that we can do a little bit of shopping and then go home. I'm gonna make him some soup, and because he's sick too, so I'm gonna go down there and make sure that he's all taken care of and that he can start feeling better. So, busy week. That's kind of how my life has looked lately. Very, very busy. Not only that, but I know I've been kind of quiet everywhere on social media and here. Um, I've had a lot of very, very, very stressful family stuff going on. Like, several different things in my family are kind of just hitting me at once, and it's been so very stressful, and I just haven't felt like myself, been a bit depressed, so I don't want that to come through in my social media. So that's why I've kind of disappeared for a little bit. But I'll try to podcast a little more often. No promises, but I'm gonna try, guys. My life is just so busy. I've got to go later today and pick up a box of 40 skeins of yarn that I had come in for dyeing, and then Friday, well, a week from Friday, I'm gonna be dyeing all day long, so shop up day is coming soon, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna try to fit it into my very busy schedule, and I know you guys have a very busy schedule, so I'm gonna stop blathering and I'm just gonna let you guys go. Have a great week, everyone, and until next time, bye.